Hey guys, Lexi here. So I want to talk about homeschooling for a minute. So many people are so passionate either for it or against it, and it's really important to choose what schooling you feel is best for your child. And we have homeschooled for going on 6 years, so I really feel like when we first started out, we didn't have any help, we didn't know who to go to, and that is really hard. And it's hard to wonder if you're making the right decision, to find out, each step of the way, is this right? Are we doing it right? Okay, let's get real about homeschooling. Is it right for you? Is it not? There are so many things to consider. Number one, pros versus cons. You get to see your children learn and grow and their milestones right in front of your very eyes. It's like a miracle, like a flower blooming in front of your face and you can smell it. Lovely. And then there's days where you wake up and you don't want to get up in the morning and you don't want to make breakfast in the morning and you have a baby who didn't sleep last night and you have to figure out your curriculum for the day that you should have figured out the night before. It's called plan ahead. I'm not great at that, but sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. So it can be really hard. It can be really rewarding. You really need to find out why you want to do this and go from there. Number two, curriculum. There are probably literally as many different kinds of curriculum as there are shoes for women. Holy cow, right? So do your research, find out what's out there. What kind of environment do you want to teach your children in? Do you want to do a curriculum that you can pick a subject and explore that subject for the entire year? For example, if you want to do science, do you want to learn about space the entire year? Do you want to learn about the body the entire year? Or would you rather use box sets that come with, literally you buy it in a box and it comes with every single subject and it does unit studies like done in public school? Tried a lot. People always say don't be afraid to change curriculum in the middle of the year. I say I'm very afraid because it could be expensive, but do your research and compare price versus product, and if sometimes it's a little bit higher price but you do your research and feel that it's worth it, then absolutely go into that. We very prayerfully consider each step we take, and we have tried things that haven't worked, and we've switched and tried things that have worked, and we've even switched back to things that haven't worked and realized, why did we do that? Let's go back to what worked. So we started out in the very early years of buying a little book with math and a little book with reading and writing, and then everything else was kind of projects and art and fun exploratory things. That was great. As they get a little bit older, you want to incorporate more school. So we decided to go with the box curriculum. Now, that was really great because I was very unfamiliar starting out with curriculum and the whole homeschooling thing. I didn't know anybody. I did not have any support. And it was really, really tough because I felt so strongly, my husband and I did, that this is the right decision for us. But it's like walking in the dark. No idea where to turn, no idea what to do. So the box curriculum seemed like an answer to our prayers. It came with all the subjects and everything we needed. There was a teacher book for each subject and you just go through it. There's all the answers, there's instructions. You can help your child and they just go through it. The downside to that is it's like open up a book and go through it every single day. Now there are projects, but if your child likes to sit down and do bookwork every day, that's awesome. My child absolutely did not. Also, I learned that she is a whiz at memorizing things. We would study for a test and she would ace it every single time. We'd go back to it 2 weeks later and it was like we never went over the topic at all. So then there's also co-ops. Co-ops are multiple different forms. Essentially, it's a community of people that also homeschool. Your kids can get together and learn in an environment together. Some do the basic subjects like math, like writing, like science, what have you. Others do strictly extracurricular activities, and that's where we favor those because I thoroughly enjoy doing the main subjects myself. Now, what we do now is we have actually bought a different curriculum for each subject, and I have done research to find out which one suits our needs, and that has been really, really well. I have 4 different children and schooling 3 of them right now, and each of them at different ages, and I can apply the curriculum that I have bought for them to all 3 of them And it's, hardest for the oldest and a little bit easier for the middle, and then easier yet for the younger. So number 3, something to remember, so important, all families are different. What works for my family might not work for your family. I have several people in my homeschool community that I absolutely love, I absolutely adore. I see what they do in their curriculum, in their homeschool, and I just love it. And I really was like, I want that for myself. I want to be able to do that. And I tried it and it didn't work for me, but it still works for them, and that's fantastic. What I would consider to be the most important thing that I'm leaving for number 3 is you need to find a community of homeschoolers. You need to find out who homeschools in your area. Find out if, there's a park day, a day where everybody gets together at the park. Moms can get together and talk. Kids can get together and play. That's how you can get involved and find out what co-ops there are. But having the wisdom of other mothers around you who have already been there, who have already done that, so important, and they can just help so much. Whether it's saying, hey, this worked for us, hey, this didn't work for us, or you know what, let me just be here for you and encourage you and support you through this journey, because that's what it is. It's a journey and a lifestyle that you're getting ready to just take on, and it can be fun and it can be wonderful and it can be so rewarding. So it's just important to do your research, find out what's going on in your area, and right now my youngest is awake and crying, so I need to get her, but it's all part of life and it's beautiful. Please, just like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions, let me know. I would love to help you out if I can. Otherwise, have a great day. We need to make sure that we are providing the best education that we can as well.